What's up, y'all? So I'm back with another video, and today's video I kind of want to talk about because I didn't get to review Monday Night Raw like I would have if I had the time, and I just have not had the time at all. But I promise that next week or that Friday night, this week, Friday Night SmackDown, the final show before WrestleMania, I will be reviewing probably the day of night one of WrestleMania. So, and then I'll also be reviewing WrestleMania weekend. Now, this video specifically, I want to talk about a certain wrestler that I feel has been not only ruined, but I feel like his reputation is just completely off. Um, you know, Drew McIntyre, listen, McIntyre is one of those guys where he has gotten screwed, right? I know it sounds like a joke, but he actually has been screwed. Bro has been absolutely screwed. He has been cooked. He's been completely just downplayed by booking and Triple H. Whether it's jealousy, I don't know, but McIntyre has the tools to be a star. Now, is Drew McIntyre a star? Not really. Is Drew McIntyre is he the best wrestler in the company as far as talent? Probably not. I mean, there's a few other wrestlers that are better than him, but for the most part, McIntyre is better than like 95% of these jobbers. And even people like Gunther, Cody Rhodes, Rollins. McIntyre is better than all those guys I just mentioned, and yet they're higher on the card than he is. So McIntyre's problem is the booking. He can cut decent promos. Now, when he's going out there and cutting these like, you screwed me, punk, you screwed me, Cody. When he's cutting these promos, kind of like the one in the other video when I said he was cutting that promo about Fatu and how he screwed him, how Fatu screwed McIntyre, it got me thinking to how much of a bitch, how devalued McIntyre's character has been. Because he used to come out as this Scottish warrior who was, you could take him seriously just by his aura and his appearance. And then it's like, he just completely got bitched and bitched and bitched to the point to where now you can't even take him seriously to the point where he's probably going to lose to Fatu at WrestleMania. Now, again, I'm pretty sure that nobody cares about this match. Nobody does. This is a SmackDown level match or a Raw level match. This is not a WrestleMania match. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, but Jacob Fatu's so good. Oh, but Fatu's a main eventer. Fatu's not a main eventer. He's not a main eventer. I mean, is he the worst wrestler ever? No. But he's also not the best either. He really is not the best at anything. He really isn't. He's not the best at promos. He's not the best in the ring. He's not the best, appearance-wise. He doesn't really have any charisma at all. I know, when he cuts promos, it seems like he does. And I can see, why people think he has charisma. But as far as physically, he doesn't have it. He just does not have it. Maybe his facial expressions, but even so, he comes off as really goofy. And just, I don't know. I think McIntyre's just better than Fatu in every way. He is. But they're going to have him lose because somebody in creative does not like McIntyre. So how would I have booked McIntyre differently? Well, I would still have him I would still have McIntyre have the WWE title and then have Orton win at WrestleMania, beat McIntyre as a face. Then the Raw after WrestleMania, Cody shakes Orton's hand and congrats because, and then the Raw after WrestleMania, either at WrestleMania or the Raw after WrestleMania, then Orton turns heel. Then he turns heel. Probably at WrestleMania to end night one. You could have had that at night one. It would have given you something to talk about leading into night two. But instead, WWE just blows their load, like dead ass, on God. Just literally, they goon all their opportunities away. And they're all goons. Every single one of them are just complete dumbasses. Triple H is a dumbass. Lee Fitting's a dumbass. Nick Khan's a dumbass. All these guys in creative are such complete idiots. And McIntyre's a victim of this. Another guy, which is not really the main part of the video. I mainly was talking about McIntyre. But another guy that has been completely cooked and creative is LA Knight. Now, LA Knight's a different story because he's lately just been botching, and it just seems like his head's not in it anymore as far as, in the ring goes, but he's still kind of entertaining. His stock has just completely fallen off, and I feel like it's too late for LA Knight. At least McIntyre's won a title, but I feel like McIntyre's been booked more like a joke, if that makes sense. Like, at least LA Knight has won feuds. McIntyre just doesn't win any feuds. He just doesn't win anything. He'll win, but, like, he doesn't win any feuds. LA Knight's at least won a feud. I would book LA Knight in 2026 as somebody who, can be you know what? We'll just do a Drew McIntyre and LA Knight video, because I want to talk about LA Knight more because of his booking. This will be booking ruining wrestlers. That's what this video is going to be known as, because I think LA Knight's also fallen victim to this too, where he's just been booked so horribly to the point where he's in some tag match, which I will do my WrestleMania predictions tomorrow. So, with that said, LA Knight is in this 6-man tag match with Logan Paul and I think his name's Austin Theory. I don't freaking know. I don't care. Versus the Usos and LA Knight. So, I'm sorry. And I show Speed. How can I forget Speed? Who's probably, honestly, the most interesting part of this match. Basically because of how bad LA Knight's been booked. If LA Knight was booked better, he probably would have been, I wouldn't say as big of a deal as Speed, but he would have had more star value in this match than he is. And he probably wouldn't even have been in this match had he been booked better. So, with that said, McIntyre, LA Knight, you know what? We'll just throw in Carmelo Hayes. We'll talk about Carmelo Hayes as well. Carmelo Hayes has been booked awfully. But I want to separate Carmelo from McIntyre and Knight, because I think Carmelo is a lot younger than LA Knight and McIntyre, so Melo has more time than McIntyre and LA Knight do. So I want to make this solely for McIntyre and Knight. But I will talk about Melo and how he's been booked horribly. I won't make a video on how Melo's been booked horribly. I will say he should be at WrestleMania, but whatever. I feel like when it comes to Melo, I'm going to make a video on how I would book him, more so than the negativity of him being poorly booked. With that said, I wanted to make a quicker, a quote-unquote quicker video about McIntyre and Knight, how they've been screwed by booking, and how people have, been in favor of booking who don't deserve it, like Sammy, like Gunther, but I'll get to that in another video too. With that said, hopefully you enjoy this, and I will be back tomorrow.